This is Crossroads, VTR 4841, episode 4019, part 1, take 1.
Morning, Glenda.
Is Mrs. Chance about?
Yeah, she's in the office. Can I help at all?
No, I just wanted a word, really.
Feel free.
Thanks.
I am expecting a Mr. Aronson in about half an hour.
Morning, Mrs. Chance.
Oh, good morning.
Could you spare a minute?
Oh, two to push.
Oh, thanks.
Come and sit down.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to catch you on your own. Got a bit of a problem.
Oh, dear.
Domestic.
Ah.
Nothing to do with work.
Makes a change.
Well, not really. You know, I told you that Kevin was staying at home looking after Katie while I was back at work.
Yes.
Well, it's not working out.
Are you surprised?
No, not really. The thing is, we've had this opportunity to go to Canada.
What?
Kevin's parents have asked us.
Oh, yes, of course.
Straight away, and I do think we ought to go.
Yes, I see.
I mean, I know it's going to cause trouble with notice.
Hmm.
And I hate asking you, but I wonder if there's anything you could do.
Well, at least the Christmas rush is over.
You see, officially, it's just a month's holiday. But Kevin's got bigger ideas. Things have been a bit grotty for us lately.
Yes, I'm sure.
It's been the kind of strain that can put a pressure on a marriage.
Oh, surely not.
Well, I mean, I know there's lots of people, there's millions. But I just think we're lucky to get this chance, and I think we ought to take it.
Yes, of course.
I'm really sorry to let you down like this, but I just don't know what else to do, really.
Leave it with me.
I know I should have spoken to Mr. Poole, but I didn't really want to.
I'll have a word with him. And look, if it is only going to be for a month...
Well, I will be back. I know you can't hold my job open or anything.
Well, no, I can't really promise that.
Just a risk I'll have to take.
How does she seem?
Much better. She's eating, she says.
Yes.
Is her appetite good?
She eats her meals in her room. I take up a tray, then I go, but when I come back, the plates are empty.
She's well enough to get about a bit now.
Oh, yes, I know. She prefers not to share meals. She lives in that room now.
Yes, I think she's ashamed of what she did.
Did she say that?
Not in those words, but yes.
You, said you'd ring Dr. Whittaker.
Yes, I did.
And what did he tell you?
Exactly what he told you. That your mother's not seriously ill. In fact, she's not even ill.
Yes. She wanted me to come, and she wants me to stay, even now. She won't take her meals with me. She won't behave normally unless I agree to stay. And perhaps not even then.
Well, there is a psychological problem.
She's unhappy. That's the problem, Doctor. That's her life. That's what she's become. So I'm leaving. Tomorrow.
Well, not another one.
Just an installment.
Adam!
Well, what do you expect, Miranda? It is the busy season.
Well, I expect overtime.
You're a shareholder on the board of directors. Directors don't get overtime.
You do.
It's one of the advantages in not being a director.
Jill, let's make him a director. I'll support you in the boardroom vote.
But then I would have to support you when you ease Doug onto the board.
Now, that's a point. You know, I hadn't even thought about that.
Well, don't, because that would make 4 men against 3 women.
Oh, you've convinced me. I'm sorry, Adam.
Why should it be thought that you need a reason to get Doug onto the board?
He is going to be my husband, you know.
Ah.
And if you'll allow me a sentimental moment, I realised this morning exactly how much Douglas and I love one another.
Yes, well, that is sentimental, but do go on.
Well, I hadn't seen him quite like it before.
Was he utterly exhausted when he got back?
All right, laugh. As a matter of fact, the poor darling was.
From his busy day and night in London?
Adam, I'll need your help to decipher some of your scribbles.
Yeah, in a moment. Did you make a big fuss of him, Miranda, when he got back?
Now, it's funny you should say that.
He said that wives should fuss, otherwise husbands stay untidy.
Don't believe that for a start, or he'd have an exhausting marriage.
So every time he gets too boisterous, you just pack him off to London for the night. Calm him down.
What was that he said?
Oh, it's just one of his clever remarks that don't mean anything.
But it's wrong, Gloria. It's all wrong living your life shut away with that woman.
We're not shut away. We have friends.
But who's friends? You're not there as an equal. You're a companion.
You don't understand.
Well, you could get a proper job.
I have a job.
Oh, so you are going back to Malta?
Yes. You wanted me to go when you thought I was poisoning you.
Well, at least you'll escape the winter.
Yes. Can you cope?
And what if the answer was no? I thought as much. Still, I shall have to have somebody to help me. A companion. Yes, that's right. I put an ad in the paper. You can help me.
Yes.
You're good with words. I used to enjoy reading your letters. Get me a pencil and some paper, love.
Here we are.
Now then, companion required.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, fine.
For gentlewoman living in the country.
Yes.
A quiet disposition and an ability to cook. Essential. Oh, an appreciation of the fine arts. Essential.
Is it, really?
Well, I must have someone with whom I have something in common.
Now that Benny's gone, someone who could build a good fire would be more useful.
Well, I can't say that.
No, of course not. This could be me so far.
Except that you're not a very good cook, love.
No.
And I wouldn't say you had a quiet disposition.
Should she play the violin for musical evenings?
Now, that's not funny, Gloria. Well, you're quite right to go. We never did speak the same language.
Would you like to come this way, please?
Excuse me. We'll have more customers than tables if anybody puts another name on that bookings list.
What, we're full yet again?
Full? We need a bigger restaurant.
You know, I've mentioned this more than once to David. Why don't you mention it to him yourself?
You should know I am under threat of the sack from him.
No, not no longer.
No?
No. Once he can find a way to tell you without getting egg on his face. I mean, he's admitted you've made a mistake. No, you're exonerated as far as Miss Raddick's agitation is concerned.
When might that become official?
What? Oh, hang on a sec. Yes.
Would you sign, please?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Have you got my lunch table?
1:30, yes?
Miss Raddick, for you.
Oh, thank you. Could you make it 12:30, please? I've got to be at the exhibition by 2.
12:30, but I won't be able to give you a usual table, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, just a moment, I might be able to. Can I have that list, please? Yes.
Nie. Niemożliwe.
Goodness. What's upset her?
She just had a recorded delivery letter from the Polish embassy. Paul, I think somebody should go and see if she's all right. Look, I know you're on duty, but you're the only one she knows here. I give you my formal permission, Paul, to go to her chalet, but go on now.
Right.
Surely he's not going to be rash enough to go and see her in her chalet when things have just been
Now
smoothed
listen,
over
Barbara,
for
I will
days,
take
she?
full responsibility. Obviously, there is a crisis, and it's more important than house rules.
Anna? is the matter?
Go away! I don't want to see anyone.
Anna.
It is that I don't want to be seen crying.
Calm yourself, calm yourself.
Read it.
I cannot read Polish.
Listen what it says. Oh, it says I must go back to Poland. It's terrible. It is, isn't it, Paul?
Yes, it is terrible.
I thought I had explained to the embassy, but all I really did was cast doubt on my own efficiency. So they have chosen a replacement, and he will fly here from Warsaw as soon as possible. Paul, I don't want to go back. I do not want to.
Well, then don't.
But how can I refuse? It's not the Polish government I would need to fear. It's the British government. I would no longer have a valid visa. My government would have to withdraw its endorsement. British Home Office would deport me.
Yes.
If only I could find a sponsor. But that takes time, you know. We've got to wait for passport 2 months and then for British visa 4 months or 5 months at least. There is no time. Don't.
I know. One way for a person like yourself to remain in this country would be if you married an Englishman.
Excuse me, Anna. Oh. I heard you had something of a shock. Thank you, Paul, but I think you should get back to the restaurant. It is already open.
Yes.
Is it as bad as it seems?
I'm returning to Poland. That's all.
I see. Well, if there is anything we can do to help,
There is
then
nothing,
maybe...
Mrs. Hunter. Nothing. Thank you.
Well, tell her Auntie Iris is here. That'll wake her up.
That's enough to wake the dead, that is.
Charming. Is Glenn not back yet?
Any minute now.
You should have kept her up till she gets back.
We're running behind.
It's not good enough,
Oh,
young
don't
man.
you start.
Been giving you a hard time, have they?
Yeah, diabolical.
Oh, well, never mind, eh? Whew. Catch me working if she was mine.
Oh, I'll starve, would we?
Don't tell me you can't get something.
Just leave it alone, Iris, all right?
Look, Kev, I'm not having a go at you. It's just if it was like that, I mean, me and the baby at home and you was the dad.
We are getting fanciful.
We wouldn't go hungry, not with you around. I know we wouldn't.
Oh, we just need a fresh start, that's all. With any luck, we're going to get it.
Eh?
In Canada.
Canada?
Haven't you heard?
No, no one tells me anything.
We'll have to see Mum and Dad.
When?
Next week.
Blimey, to stay out there?
With any luck, yeah.
Some people. Yeah, you couldn't squeeze me in your luggage, could you?
Right, fancy snuggling up to an Eskimo to keep warm.
There you go again, one-track mind. Yeah, I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I bet Auntie Kath's upset.
Yeah, she is a bit.
Well, she dotes on Katie.
Yeah, well...
Lives for her. What did she say?
Well, we're going out there for holiday. Mum and Dad are sending the tickets. We let her think it was just that, but then she overheard us talking and it all came out.
Well, what?
If I get the chance of a job over there, we grab it.
Well, what does Glenda say?
Same as me.
Oh, that makes a change.
In here with Iris.
Oh, is Katie in bed?
Yeah, I couldn't wait any longer, sorry.
Got held up. Oh, Iris.
Whatcha?
Got a lecture from Mr. Paul about disrupting his plans.
Oh, you don't have to talk a load of rubbish.
Staff shortages or something.
Poor thing. Now, I know this lovely little girl serving behind the bar, bright as a button, marvellous with the customers, all ready for promotion.
Whoever can she mean?
Here, what's all right? Oh, this I hear then.
What?
Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Well, aren't you pleased?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well, don't blow a fuse, will you? I was just saying to Kev, I bet your mum's upset.
Yeah, we've had a bit of that already, haven't we, Kevin?
Well, it's your life, Glenn. Yours, Kevin's and Katie's.
Get the photographs done.
Yeah.
Tell him it was urgent.
Yep.
When are they going to be ready?
Pick him up tomorrow afternoon.
Good.
Photo?
Yeah, I had a photograph of Katie taken for Mum. It's not much, but it'll please her. She smiled for the dicky bird.
Laughing all over her face.
Which is more than your mum will be doing.
I'm sure we can do business together. Remember, the more coach parties, the bigger the discount. Lovely to meet you anyway. Cheers. Bye-bye. I'll be in touch.
Bye.
Oh, excuse me. Well, thank goodness I'd run you down.
Hey?
Do you mind if we sit down there for a moment?
Run me down?
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I don't. Do you want anything to drink?
No. I mean that ever since Anna Raddock went to her chalet, Paul Ross has been following in hot pursuit.
Now, look,
I just
Barbara,
wanted
I've
to say
already
that-
told you that's my total responsibility.
I just want you to understand this. I like Paul Ross.
Hmm.
And you can take that smirk off your face.
I'm not smirking, Barbara. We've all come to like him.
I just want you to get it into your head that you don't help me by encouraging him to do stupid things so that David puts the evil eye on him again. I'm just doing my level best to protect Paul.
Barbara, we are both on the same side.
Yes, well, she was quite upset in her chalet just now.
What about Paul?
By the expression on his face, worse, I think.
Well, you think what I know. And I think you realise that you shouldn't have gone to their chalet to break things up. And if you understand me, you'll accept a drink.
Brandy and ginger, I think.
Sorry, I couldn't get away as soon as you telephoned the
The
restaurant.
restaurant was so busy.
Yes, that's right.
But it was not as if I was to leave this very afternoon.
No, that's what I thought.
Otherwise, you would have come immediately.
I most certainly would.
It must be very hard for you, Paul,
Hard?
to be tied up somewhere when you feel you should be somewhere else.
Yes, but you're in the same position. Except that you have to go somewhere when you feel you should be staying where you are now.
You understand, then?
You are young, Anna. You will find a sponsor and come back one day.
Young are impatient.
I know, but that's good. That's very good. Once that goes, the young grow old.
Has it gone for you?
Hope not. I'm still very impatient, but it might very soon.
Paul, before Barbara intruded on us, you were saying that the only way for me to stay in this country would be to marry an English man, by which you meant a man of the British nationality.
Yes.
And of course it is so. You hold a British passport?
I do.
I knew that. What I don't know is, when you said that, were you in some way proposing to me? In some hidden way?
I was merely trying to help. But I am, in a hopeless way, proposing to you now.
Not hopeless, Paul. I didn't feel it right, as a woman, to propose first. I accept, you see. So if I'm not to go to Poland, how soon can we get married? To prevent it.